blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow, you they go.
This year, good news, giant plenty balling. Go to follow, you they go.
Everything I've been wanting, manifesting.
Please welcome the CEO, President VASE.
Even before you call me down.
I just want to say that you may have seen me repeatedly say that it takes a village. And it's true because none of us, and I can tell you about myself, there's absolutely no way that I could be where I am right now. No way, it's impossible. Without the village. And the village is you guys. It's everyone here. I remember when Fred McKinney, hi Fred, gave me my very first opportunity. I see Jen, the whole gang is back together. Jimmy, I saw him earlier. Karen DuBois Walton with New Haven Housing Authority. These folks gave me my opportunity from the very, very, very beginning. This is a scary industry, and for that matter, construction. Construction is a very scary industry. I remember when I was growing up in Ghana, and my parents, because they were in road construction, ever since I can remember, 5, 6 years old, I used to see so many workers in the house, trucks, and my mother driving the pickup truck, one of the pickup trucks, because back then there weren't a lot of cars for a lot of workers to drive their own, to make their own to the work. So every morning, 50, 60 employees will come to our house. We had about 3 or 4 pickup trucks. My brother drove one, my mother drove one, my father, and then one other person drove one. But I remember looking at my mom drive these pickup truck every day, and they'd go out to work and they came back. I don't know what it was, but there was something that was always fascinated about just seeing all of these folks in our house going to work, coming in every day, day in and day out. And I realized that that's where It Takes a Village started. I don't think my family could have done what they did without the people that they work with as a team, without the support that they got. And it's the same thing here. Now fast forward to me growing up here and being in construction. You guys are my rock, and you've guided me so much. When I first started, I was scared, but I knew I wanted to do construction. I knew that it was a scary thing, but I knew I wanted to do it. And I love the industry. And without your support, I don't think I would have ever been able to make it through. So I'll come back with my speech later. But for now, I just wanted you to know that you guys are all here because it's every bit of you that have made who we are. I was telling a story to someone recently that when they first met me, the VASE was just V. And now, thanks to you, the VASE is so many more people. Our superintendents, our project managers, our estimators, our clients, our advisors, our friends, everyone in this room. Thank you. Hi, Rach. Thank you guys so much for helping us to be where we are right now. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you making the time in this rainy day to come on here and help us with our grand opening. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, in Africa, they say if you go to any event when it rains, you are going home with blessings. So every one of you, they're going to go home with blessings today. The second person we are going to call is because of her position. But please bear with me. I have a story to tell. Very short story. At the height of the pandemic, one Sunday morning, I came to New Haven, James Street, to meet a friend. And as I was standing in front of the building waiting for my friend, I saw this lady, nicely dressed, ankle-high boots, going from door to door, bouncing on doors and talking to people. She wasn't holding a handbag, so I knew she wasn't a Jehovah's Witness. So I waited. Curiosity caught the part of me. I said, let me wait and see what this lady is announcing. Then she comes to where I was standing. Good morning, gentlemen. I said, good morning, ma'am. And she said, listen, I got a shot. the COVID shots. Painless, beautiful. It's right there at that church. Please go. There's food, there's entertainment, there's drink. Go. And I said, okay. And I said, ma'am, you look awfully familiar. I'm the lieutenant governor. Oops. And I said, you mean Susan? Yes, I'm the lieutenant governor on a Sunday morning. That is Susan. And so what would you say when the governor says get a shot? You get a shot. So pim, 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 I go there, I got a shot, J&J, one shot, you're done. You saved my life and I'm alive. Now I'm working against shots. Don't get it twisted. In partnership with the city of Bridgeport, I work for Connecticut against gun violence, is what I mean. And so ma'am, on that day, I believe you saved a lot of shots. And now let me announce, with her and the governor, June 2nd has been announced officially as Connecticut's Gun Violence Awareness Day. Lieutenant Governor, ma'am.
All right, well, good afternoon, and I can truly say that I never got an introduction quite like that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And V, when I got this invitation to come to a ribbon cutting for the opening of a business run by a woman of color, and the business was one that was not a traditional business run by a woman. Of course I said, well, I will be there because I am a woman in a non-traditional occupation. So I totally get the concern, the fear, the scariness of trying to do something. And I have to say that politics is a lot like starting a business, right? Because you start with an idea, but it's about making something out of nothing. And what an amazing business to celebrate that started with an idea. And lady, you have made it happen. You have 10 employees. And I know so many more to come. You have many business partners. You are creating jobs. And you aren't just building buildings here and there, you are building communities. And that's what the governor and I are all about. And I know the housing commissioner is here because she, like the governor and I, think it's so important that we be building housing for everyone in our state. We have 100,000 open jobs and we need 100,000 housing units. So we want you to grow really, really quickly because we need you. So to all the business partners who are here, we need all of you too. And in addition to being a fierce and fearless woman in an industry that is non-traditionally female, the other part of your story that I love is this. Your story is the story of Connecticut. It's the story of America, right? People who have come to Connecticut, and right now, every 10th person that you meet in our state is an immigrant, right? Our state and our country is the story of people who came here from somewhere else with an idea, with talent, with perseverance, people who wanted to bring hard work and make a better life. And so your story is a Connecticut story, it's an American story, and the governor and I are just so proud of what you're doing, and we want you to continue to excel and succeed. So to some of the partners, hire her. Yale University, are you listening? State of Connecticut, we need women-owned construction firms. Federal government, we need you too. So we're so excited about this milestone, but we know there are many, many more, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the cover of Forbes magazine. God bless you.
I'm actually glad that Susan mentioned about building communities, because it is something that is been very rooted in VASE for several years, managing construction projects for government agencies, housing. We've done a lot of work for New Haven Housing Authority. We still do Norwalk Housing, and also municipalities. We work with so many towns across the whole state, as well as institutions. A few years ago, we embarked to start a real estate development arm of VASE because we wanted to have a real input in development. We did our first one in Hartford, Connecticut. It was very successful. And after our grand opening, the mayor of Hartford came and he saw the place and he said, you know what, this has transformed this neighborhood and we want to work with you more. And as a result of that, the city of Hartford gave us a 2-parcel land that we can build 20 units on, of which I'm working right now with the city of Hartford, CRDA, HCLF. It really does transform into something. So we are proud to not just be here, but also to help to build communities. So when you mentioned that, that is a passion of ours, and we'll continue to do well in that.
Well, this is going to be a very emotional part for her, because as she told me, you can never spend 20, 30 an hour of V, and many faces I see here, there's going to be a conversation where those faces, those names will be mentioned. Frank McKinney, Karen Dubois, Jim Miller, you name it. I didn't say your name. V is always grateful for the people who've come through her life. Sometimes I feel a little jealous, but not in a bad way, but in a kind of way. But those of us who've been around her till today, I want to say that when she said she really counts on you for her success, she meant it, and she meant it really deep in her heart. Because when you guys know where we come from, we were raised to be a little timid. So all of us from Africa, when we watch her, this is the only company I know where the CEO is smaller than all the employees, especially in construction. I mean, it's,
Well, Rich,
so,
I don't know, Rich. Rich is quiet.
But V, in addition to what she does, because she cares so much about this place, I say to the mayor of Bridgeport last week, I said, you let something really good left Bridgeport to New Haven. New Haven have a special way of stealing talent, but this one was different. So please.
So it was actually very hard to find out who speaks, because I realized that everyone that has been a part of VASE all of these years is really prominent and really knowledgeable and really powerful. And I feel so blessed that I've had all of your time and your attention over the years. So at the last minute, I said, you know what? I would like for the women to speak. So it was only for me it came only natural. So Sela is here, and Sela has been such a guiding force in what we've been doing, especially the real estate development. As we're working with the city of Hartford and Mike Freeman and CRDA, Sela is stepping in and saying, you know, what can we do to make this work? Because it's not easy, especially building a community and doing development. So over the past few years, I've known Sela. Every time I've called onto her, whether it is a quick advice or running something by her, I see what she's done for the state. I see how much she supports women and she supports community and she has a mission to grow housing in the state. And I'm really privileged that you were able to take time out and come here. So thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I love to come back to New Haven and to be here for the celebration of V. I know V for several years, and I know how hard she works, but is special to me because we are immigrants. And having met V and how worked she hard and what she has built and continue building, And especially, she also hired a couple of Ecuadorians.
Yes.
So she got brownie points for that. So for those that don't know me, I'm Seila Mosquera Bruno. I'm the Commissioner for Connecticut Department of Housing. And I worked in New Haven for many, many years, about 22 only, and in housing and developing affordable housing. And now I have the privilege to work for the administration of Governor Lamont and Lieutenant Governor that have given me the opportunity to continue building housing that is affordable for all our residents in Connecticut and has put significant resources. And we need more developers. We need more women-owned developers because we only have one, B. So that tells you that we have in the construction industry, because we do have a couple of developers, and Karen is her organization one, but in the construction, I only know V. If you know another one, you let me know because we don't have that many. And I'm go around the state trying to recruit and trying to help not only women but minority contractors too. And we are there to help. So if anybody wants to come to us, we always are there to guide you. But V, congratulations. I know it takes the village, but I know the efforts that it takes and the determination of a woman to be able to make it in the States when you come from another country. Because I have been there. Not that I dreamed to be a commissioner, never did, but I don't know how it happens. But I'm glad that I'm here, and anything that I can do and help you, please let us know, because you are a very important part of what we're trying to accomplish with Lamont Vice President's administration. Thank you.
I wanted to bring up our next speaker because she was at our grand opening before, recently in New Haven. Well, not recently, a few years ago, she was at our grand opening in New Haven. And I asked her just not too long ago, I said, Tony, remember when we just did the grand opening? It seems like it was only yesterday. And it does seem like it was only yesterday, but I am very grateful that she's always been around, and even though we do have a new mayor, Tony has always been in the background, and again, counseling if we have a question or running ideas by. You know, some of you guys may or may not know, but VASE management is 100% owned by me, right? So I do not have any business partners. So sometimes when decisions come to me, I have a great team, you know, my office team, Rosa, Mike, Rich, the whole gang, and then of course my dearest Eric and my closest friends that I can call on to give me advice. They're great, but it's not easy. You have to always reach out to someone that you believe can help you with a particular question when you need be. And if I call Tony to ask her a question, she'll answer the question. I reached out to her. I wanted her to be here today because, one, she's a wonderful woman, and two, I wanted her to be witnessing the second ribbon cutting. And I'm glad that she said yes. I know you're busy, so thank you for coming, Tony.
Thank you so much. I am so proud of you. Can we give her a round of applause? Commissioner, to the head of our housing authority, and who has built phenomenal housing in our city. It is really an honor and a privilege to be here today. And aren't we lucky, young man, that V is in New Haven? Aren't we lucky that she left Bridgeport? And you know, I do remember that ribbon cutting, and I was so impressed with all of you who are V's friends, who were there to support her then. I thought it was great, but here we are again, and it's even greater. And as she explains to each and every one of us, her way of dealing with things is as a woman. She is a team builder, and she doesn't mind getting everybody around the table to make a decision about how we move forward, and she knows that it's not going to be easy, and she's willing to scrap a little bit and fight a little bit. But what happens when all is said and done, she's able to bring the team back together and do great things on behalf of New Haven, yes, but all of Connecticut. She has even done things and is doing things for the Girl Scouts of America. And so I am so thrilled that young girls will see her in construction and understand I can do that too, or I can do what I want to do. She so inspires us, and we are so thrilled that she is here, inspiring all of us, doing this great work, and letting people know that no matter where you come from, if you come to this place, you will be supported, and what it is that is your vision, others will help make come true, and you will make a difference in this world that everyone sees and is inspired by. That's what you've done for us, V, and we are eternally grateful that you have done that and are supported and are here in New Haven for our girls to be lifted up by your example. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Our next guest, I think for many of you need no introduction. For some of you, and I think you may not know, there are two people here that gave me my very first opportunity when I started. One is right there, Fred McKinney. Hi, Fred. When I first started, I did not know how to get into the business, and I was learning. But Fred was there, and him and his family said, we'll teach you, and even brought me into his organization and taught me the way. So thank you, Fred. And then there was Karen. Karen, I just want to say thank you so much over the years. All right, let's go.
V's like a little sister. And you know what? You can learn as much from your little sister as you can learn from your big sister. And so if for everything that maybe I have done to open a door or to do something for you, I just want you to know that that has come back to me threefold, fourfold, many times over. So I thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Du Bois Walton. I'm the president of Elm City Communities. We are the housing authority here in the city of New Haven. We are also, though, a major developer of housing that is affordable in this community under the Glendower Group, and a proud, long-standing partner with V. But I got to take you back to the beginning, because when I met V, it was because, and some of you know, my partner in this work for many years was the late Sheila Allen Bell. And Sheila and I had signed up. We were relatively new at that, what was the housing authority at the time. We hadn't even been rebranded yet. And we signed up to go up to was it Foxwood or Mohegan? Foxwood, to be part of Dr. Fred's Greater New England Minority Supplier Diversity Council major convention. I know I got the letters wrong, but major convention up there. And we went up there because we were new at the Housing Authority, and we were trying to build some connections and connect with potential vendors who might want to do business with us. And so we signed up and got this out of the blue phone call from this young woman we'd never met before, and that was V. V was literally a college student at the time. She hadn't even gotten her degree yet, right? But she was relentless. She would not let Sheila and I come up to Foxwoods until we had met with her and learned about her platform that she was using to connect contractors and subcontractors. So that was our introduction, and she has not stopped since, being that persistent, go get it kind of force that is necessary to get where she's gotten in this time. So that was the beginning. I will always remember that. It led to many conventions and good times at Foxwood, but it led to a long-standing partnership. V with VASE Management and VASE Construction has done a number of things for us. One, she was a vendor for us supporting our residents' dreams to open their own businesses. We have a resident-owned business program that supports the entrepreneurial dreams of families who are living in our housing developments. And that program only works because we find partners who want to pour into those families. And V for many years served as that and helped many of our residents launch businesses, some of which became very successful businesses, and we will forever be grateful for her partnership on that end. V became one of our first tenants. We built a beautiful new development on Chatham and Row, and we had commercial space there. and we were looking for just the perfect tenant to go. And so you heard her talk about Mayor Tony was there for the ribbon cutting of that one. That was our property where she was one of our very first. She was our first tenant there and one of our first commercial tenants, and ran her this building, but also this business, but also her support of our resident-owned businesses out of that. She has been a subcontractor on multi-million-dollar redevelopment deals for us. She has been a prime contractor and is a prime contractor on work with us now. And is, as a testament to some of your work, I look out here and some of our team from Elm City Communities has come out to support you as well. You are a force to be reckoned with. The sky's the limit. You are only going to continue to grow. I was sad to lose her as a tenant, but so thrilled to have her outgrow us and need a bigger space. And that's what you moved into here. Continue setting the bar high for all the work that you do and for all those who are looking at you as a woman in construction. Love you. I'm so proud of you.
And I do want to say I appreciate you. So achievement first, I did this wonderful painting upstairs and downstairs. That's great work. Our neighbor Bank of America is here, so thank you for coming down. Great being your neighbor. Fred's organization, BJM Solutions. Our bookkeeper is here. Sincere Consulting, Jimmy is here as well. The City of New Haven, thank you for coming down. CRDA, Frank from Connecticut Against Gun Violence, Department of Economic and Community Development, Department of Housing, Department of Public Health for the City of New Haven. Hi. We have, of course, Elm City Communities Housing Authority of the City of New Haven. Thank you, Tony, for coming. I think John is coming also in a little bit. The Girl Scout is here. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you know we have a weekly meeting with our clients, including New Haven Housing, the Girl Scouts, and the City of Norwalk. Norwalk Housing Authority. And today we had 2 weekly meetings, but they're all here. So I'm glad that we all made it here. So hi, Karen and Jennifer. We also have the Greater New Haven Chamber of Commerce, which we're gonna do the ribbon cutting in a little bit. Our lawyer is here, Green and Gross. Hang time, Charlie, how are you? We have the Hartford Community Loan Fund. Thanks for coming, Calvin, the team. RJ Russo, Ken Borison, thank you for coming. Lothrop Associates, thank you for coming. Jennifer, hi, Minority Construction Council. I love what you do, by the way. You know, when Fred and I sort of not left the Greater New England Minority, the Greater GNUMSDC, you would think I would know the acronym. Jennifer, you have taken something similar with the Minority Construction Council and helping so many smaller businesses, smaller contractors. The work you do is really great. Thank you for coming. And I'm also on her board of the directors for the Minority Construction Council. I know Shippo is here, the State Historic Preservation Office. I'm also one of the council members there, so thank you guys for coming out and supporting. We have Office of Lieutenant Governor Susan. I know you're so busy, so thank you so much for making the time to join us today. Lindy, thank you so much for coming. We have Petrocan Architects, Paul Bailey, Proud Academy. Hi, where is she? There she goes. We have the Porter Group, who helps us to get this space, and of course the terminal. Thank you for helping us to find this space. Hi, Val. Where's Lou? We also have the Village Suites that we've been working with very closely. Wind Supply. Hi, Jen. We have the Women's Business Development Council. Hi, ladies. Thank you for coming to support. Hi, Pat. By the way, I have to say a quick word about the Women's Business Development Council. For anyone that is a woman and wants to go into business, one day I was Googling because I said I don't want to keep bothering our my consultants that are very busy. I wanted a permanent solution to help guide me. And somehow online I came across the Women's Business Development Council. Did you know that the Women's Business Development Council can have a dedicated person that you can run ideas by, you can make an appointment with, and they can help you throughout? Well, Pat is being that person. Pat, thank you so much for helping me and guiding me throughout this transition. We also have Worldwide Insurance, our bonding company, who is actually one of our sponsors today. So Jeff, I know Jeff is not here, but John is here. So Worldwide, thank you for supporting us. I would love to get from 15 to $40 million bonding if you can. If you're listening, thank you, please, 40 million. And Yale University, thank you, you guys for coming. Where is Eric? Is he here? It's okay. Oh, there he goes. Hey, Eric. So you guys, if I missed anybody, I'm so sorry, but I do want to say that I really appreciate you and thank you so much for coming. So I'm gonna go right into the program. Hi, where is Garrett? Hi, Garrett, please come. So it's funny because about just before last year, I'll give you a little quick story. I met with John DeStefano. He came to our office. Mike Vitello, are you here? Where's Mike?
Yeah.
Hi, Mike. By the way, Mike is amazing. Mike is our chief estimator. I'll give you a story about how I met Mike. Years ago, VASE was actually one of the only general contractors, female general contractors, that was selected to do the Hurricane Sandy project. We finished, I think, more than 40 homes. And the state has selected 13 general contractors across the whole state. During that time, it was a very close knit of general contractors. And I was with VASE, with my team. Mike Vitello used to work for another company. Every time I lost a job, it's because he won. He was like the best estimator I ever knew in my life. He was so good, and we would sit in the same room, and he would have this face, like this mean face. And you know, we go around and they go VASE, 400,000, you know, Madison, and he'd win, and I'd be like, I don't like this guy, he's that good. So fast forward years later, I ran into Mike at the police station. We were both looking at the job together, and I said, "Hey, Mike, friend zone now, friends. You know, I come in peace. I am looking for an estimator because we're getting really, really busy, and I just can't do everything alone, and our team is already busy. So if you know of anyone, please let me know." And I think a couple of phone calls later, I sat down with Mike, we grabbed a coffee, and we had a discussion. And Mike has been with us since then, ever since. And he's been one of the best people that have been with VASE. So Mike, great to see you. Now we beat other people together. You see, that's why you never burn bridges. You never know when you might have to work with someone. So all I can say is that he's on our team now. Of course, hi Rosa. You know, I could not do this without you and Kim and the team. I mean, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being the women that are helping to run this company. I know the guys, it's okay, we won't tell them. But these women have been great and just helping VASE to grow. So I appreciate you guys so much. All right, so Garrett, I was telling you the story about I met DeStefano, and I've known DeStefano, but last year he came to tour our new office, and he brought something to my attention. He says, "V, wow, your business is like doing good, but I had no idea like what you're doing. I had no idea that you're doing all of this great work and completing all this job. Do you go outside? Do you let people know what you're doing? You have to build the community. You have to try to work closer to New Haven. Stop going all over the place." So I said, well, you know, I've been so busy doing the work, I completely forgot that Mike is here now doing most of the work I'm doing, so I can actually go out. So John says, talk to Garrett. He's the president of the Chamber of Commerce. See what you can do with the chamber. See if, I think the chamber can potentially use your council and the network that you have, and vice versa. You can also help the chamber. So then after that, we met, and then the rest is history. And of course, when I reached out to you and I said we were doing our grand opening, Garrett said, of course, you know, we'll help you guys, and you and your team decided that you will help us with the ribbon cutting and the grand opening. So thank you, and I'm very happy that I'm here working with you in New Haven.
Thank you. Pleasure. And I feel very honored to be one of the females speaking. So It's been incredible working with V, and we had a great conversation. Val, thanks, over at VASE, and just learned a lot about her story in the business and how far it's come. And so now V is on our board of directors at the Chamber, recently minted just a few weeks ago. Yeah, and then so great to have you as part of our team and to have so many of our team members here as well to support you. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, if I may ask, Frank, by the way, thank you so much. If you guys have ever had a conversation, how many people have had a conversation with Frank? How did that go? Frank has this creative, I've known Frank from the very beginning. And I think when you talk to him at first, it might be misunderstood. But one of the things that you will know is that Frank has a lot of wisdom to offer.
I'm moving to New Haven next year. That's what I've been saying.
Every time I call on to Frank, Frank always come out to support. So again, I call on to him and I said, Frank, sometimes I have stage fright, so help lead this. And of course, as always, he said, yes, I'm there. So thank you so much for coming. Olivia, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Look at our young student from Sacred Heart. Thank you so much for coming. And then the food. Where is Val? Thank you for doing the food for us. We have brazies. We have some drinks. We have some special cakes, right? There's some cards over there if you guys want to know who did those things. So thank you.
Very much Chamber about this.
All right, so are we ready? 1,
2, 3.
Blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow, you they go.
This year, good news, giant plenty burning. Go to follow.